So my breakfast is a green tea, like most days, and then my favorite green smoothie, and you can find a recipe in my new ebook. It's such a good one. I love it. The ingredients are so delicious, but it's a secret. And then I have some more mango chunks and blueberries, because I can't start a day without blueberries. And a matchel date, a big one, and my ginger shot. It's homemade and delicious, nutritious, like always. So yes, I'm going to enjoy my breakfast and then I see you for lunch. Hey, Luna Lena here. And in today's video, I want to discuss the question if I am a fully raw vegan, so 100% raw vegan. And to make it short, I can tell you no, I am definitely not, because there are still some things in my diet which can't be considered 100% raw. And this is exactly what I'm going to explain in today's video. First of all, I want to explain my reasons why I'm not fully raw. And the second thing would be I will name all the items I use, all the products in my diet which are still not 100% raw vegan. So let's go straight into it. My main reason for not being 100% raw vegan is because of health reasons. I always try to choose the healthiest option when it comes to food choices. So, for example, I like to eat so much healthy food, like big salads and yes, all the greens, raw veggies and all the good stuff, you name it. And I think it's just easier if you have something like mustard on it or a little bit of vinegar to create a delicious salad dressing, you know. And I think those things won't kill me. If I still eat so healthy in general, it's all about the balance. If I eat every day my big salad bowl, and yes, I think it's so healthy that I don't really have to worry about a little bit of mustard in my salad dressing or a little bit of vinegar in there. So I think this is not a big issue. And I will name all the things that I still use later on. And I think raw is not always the healthiest option. So for example, if you go out to a restaurant and you order a big salad with a creamy cashew nut dressing, really high in fat and calories, and they put so much fat in it. And mostly the salads are, of course they are delicious, but then they sprinkle like nuts and seeds on top, with lots of avocado as well. And yes, and it adds up, and you have so much fat in one meal and probably won't feel that good after having such a fatty salad. So if I am able to create my own salad at home, I try to not use so much fat in one sitting. And I would rather choose some veggie meal in a restaurant, for example, cooked or steamed veggies or broccoli or a veggie curry or something, instead of a fatty salad dressing or with oil even. It's even worse. So for me, it would be better to choose a light, still healthy veggie meal instead of something which is still raw but not healthy. Yes, and the same with all these vegan desserts. They are also really delicious, and yes, most of them are made with so many nuts you can't even imagine. It's really, if you eat a raw vegan cheesecake, for example, or all these raw vegan brownies with dates and almonds and cashews and walnuts and what else, I don't know, hemp seeds, all the stuff. Of course, it's so delicious, but it's so much fat. And then you have the issue with your blood sugar, because too much fat inhibits the insulin and your sugar cannot go out of the blood into your cells where you actually need it. This is the problem. So I would rather choose maybe some baked pumpkin on my salad or some baked sweet potato instead of all these raw vegan desserts that are so unhealthy somehow. And then my second reason why I'm not 100% raw vegan are some items I still have in my diet, and I want to keep them because I'm happy with it, and I don't think they will do something with me that is not healthy, or I don't think they harm me in any way. I think I can still have a really balanced diet with having them in my diet. And these things are nuts and seeds, because if I use some nuts and seeds in my salads or whatever, I really don't use so many nuts, but sometimes a little bit of tahini in the dressings or something, like 1 tablespoon. And yeah, these things are probably not always fully raw, because if you buy them in the store, I think most time they are heated to make them last longer. And yes, there are raw nuts available, of course, but you have to order it in the internet, I think. In the grocery store, they are not selling them. That's why I choose to eat some nuts that are not really 100% raw. And it's also because of the money, because really raw nuts and seeds are super expensive. Yes, this is the first thing I still use in my diet. Then dried fruits as well. They are dried on higher temperature than 42 degrees. So also not completely raw, but I don't have a problem with eating dried fruits who are not completely raw. So if I would have too much money, then I would probably buy raw dried fruits and raw nuts, but now I'm fine with eating the normal nuts that you can get in the grocery store and that are not fully raw. Then the third thing is nutritional yeast. I'm not sure about it, but I think it's also heated before. Otherwise it would be not last so long, and I think they heat it to a certain degree, I don't know. But I like to sprinkle it over my salads, or I use it in other dishes like raw vegan lasagna or zucchini noodles, and I just like the taste. Just tell you how it is, I like the taste. And it has also lots of vitamin B12 in it, which is also a nice side effect. So yes, I will definitely keep nutritional yeast in my diet, even if it's not fully raw. Deal with it. Then the fourth thing is coconut aminos or soy sauce. I use coconut aminos sometimes, for example, for spring rolls or vegan sushi, raw vegan sushi. And coconut aminos, they are not raw because, again, they have to heat it to make it last longer. And I also don't have a problem to sprinkle a little bit of coconut aminos over my meals that are already fully raw. So maybe I have 99% of my diet fully raw if I have a meal with sushi and a little bit of coconut aminos. So not a big issue for me. The next thing is mustard. This is also not raw because, again, they cook it during the process. Mustard is just not raw. But I don't have a problem using mustard in my salad dressing because sometimes I just like the taste. And of course, I could also use mustard seeds, and I do it from time to time, but I think the taste is still different a little bit. So mustard seeds are really, really strong and hot, sometimes really hot. And yes, I just enjoy the taste of mustard a little bit more. So I use mustard as well sometimes, not every day, from time to time in my salad dressings. And then the sixth thing is maple syrup. Also a thing I really don't use on a regular basis, but for example, if I have a nice bowl of nice cream, banana ice cream, vanilla flavor, maybe with some cacao nibs in there, and yes, just to have a little bit of maple syrup on top makes it really super delicious and brings it to the next level. So again, I'm fine with using maple syrup, which is obviously, I mean, not obviously, maybe there is raw maple syrup on the market, but I'm not sure if all maple syrups which you can get in the grocery store, if they are all fully raw. I don't think so. So yes, I'm aware of that and I still use it. Then the next thing is, yes, frozen veggies. I'm not sure if all the veggies that you can buy frozen, if they are really fully raw, because I think they pick them and I think they make something with it before they really freeze it. So not sure about it, but I guess they use some water to just cook it for 2 or 3 minutes to make it last longer and to eliminate all the bacteria, or I don't know, just, yes, I think that's the way it is. So sometimes I use frozen pears or frozen cauliflower, for example. What else? Sometimes broccoli, but no, really not often. I always try to get fresh broccoli, which I love. And yes, honestly, just frozen pears sometimes and cauliflower. And the last thing I use, which is not fully raw or not raw at all, is tea. I love to drink. It always has been like this, and this will never change. So yes, I am a raw vegan, I think, but I will drink tea. And the thing with tea is all the good stuff from the herbs go into the water, and then the water is full of the minerals and nice things you want to have from the tea. But if you are cooking veggies, for example, then you throw away the water and you should actually drink it. So if you cook your veggies, please don't throw away the water, but try to drink it as a, yes, beverage. And then you will have all the minerals which are gone into the water during the cooking process. And the same thing happens with tea. All the minerals and nutrients from the tea and the herbal extracts and antioxidants go over into the water when you boil it. And then you will drink the water, and this is the tea. So I think this is actually quite healthy. And I like it. I like the taste. I like to have the warm feeling after tea. And yes, it's just nice to have a tea sometimes, you know, especially in the morning, my green tea. And I'm also not always drinking green tea because of the caffeine. And yes, herbal tea is also quite nice. Yes, that's just my opinion on a raw vegan diet. So am I a raw vegan or not? I don't know. And actually, I don't care. I think the most important thing is that you always make the healthiest choice. So always choose the healthiest option you can find, and then you're good to go. And if you call yourself now a raw vegan or not, or if you think, okay, I'm not fitting in this scheme, I have to follow this guru and he said that I shouldn't include this specific item in my diet and I have to cut it out and I have to get rid of this and that and this is bad and this is even worse and I don't know, all the little things. I don't know, if you have a quite balanced diet, then you won't die from using a little bit of mustard here and there and a little bit of vinegar. So that's just my opinion. I don't know about you. You do you, I do mine. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this whole 100% raw vegan kind of thing? I'm very interested in your opinion, and I would like to encourage you, please don't become too obsessed with the whole raw vegan thing, because in the end, the most important thing is that you put all the nutritious food into your body and on a regular basis, and do it day in and day out, and you will see results. And if you want to transition to a raw vegan diet, or if you're searching for support, if you want to lose some weight, or in general just want to feel fitter and healthier and want to switch to a healthier lifestyle, then I have good news, because I have a coaching program. I offer it for people who really want to change something in their lives. So yes, feel free to reach out to me and I will send you the details. So much love and peace out. Bye guys. So here we are for lunch. This is my beautiful lunch bowl today, topped with sauerkraut, and underneath I have a mix with tomatoes, corn, celery, fennel, red bell pepper and cucumbers, and a dressing with tomatoes and dried tomatoes and dates and some herbs like basil and parsley, and a little bit of lemon juice, and I guess that's it. Looks quite delicious. And I'm going to use this romaine lettuce and use it as boats or tacos and put this stuff in there, so it's really delicious. And then for my second part of the lunch is here a fruit bowl with pineapple and a tangerine. Then I have some dehydrated apple slices and a crumble, a sweet crumble. It's like granola, something like, yes, muesli or granola. And I just dehydrated some beetroot and carrot pulp from my juice yesterday and added some walnuts and also coconut flakes and raisins and cinnamon. Oh my god, this is so delicious. And I'm probably going to add this on top of my fruit bowl, so yes. I think this will be a feast, people. So yes, really beautiful and hydrating and delicious. That's it for this video, and I see you next week here, same time, same channel. Stay tuned.